Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's the Bubba Show. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the news coming out this week. Tomorrow we'll go more in depth on the FOMC, which will come out tomorrow, but the meeting actually starts today, and there might be some wind blowing out from Uncle Ben and his merry men of thieves, so that could cause some reaction. But yesterday we had the Empire Manufacturing number. Today we've got CPI, Consumer Price Index, which relates to PPI from Friday, which PPI was very good. The producers are doing very well. We've got CPI, and then we've got later in the week we've got the Philadelphia Fed, which is another number that can create some action in the market. And then on Friday we have leading economic indicators. So the biggest news of the week will be the FOMC, which we will cover more in depth tomorrow. But what I want you to start to take notice here is that the markets are now reacting to bad news. You know, with lack of any other information, if the Fed does taper and if the words come out of there, then the markets will actually start to truly react off of these numbers the way they should, instead of just ignoring all of the bad news. So the news itself is something we're going to watch for. But again, remember, the news will play out within the charts most likely before the news comes out. And there is something new, there's some new scuttlebutt, what they call equity jumping, in which the high frequency firms may have the ability to buy that information from the private sector a little bit of ahead of the street. So again, we don't care. We don't want to be involved. We're not going to try to trade ahead of the news. That's not what we do. We want to trade the reaction and trade the chart patterns off of the news. But if you're looking at those, that is something that is very important and is showing that there could be some issues here. But again, for us it shouldn't matter. We should not be getting in an uproar over if somebody can buy the news ahead of time, because we really can't trade the news anytime. I mean, as I tell you all the time, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, Citigroup, those guys pay people millions and millions of dollars to be on that wire looking for that news that we don't see until, you know, I always like to figure that I'm the 1 millionth person to hear the news. But watch how the market reacts to the news. That's more important than the news itself. The reaction to it. Look for your levels, focus on it. Be willing to trade either side of the market, whether you're at support or resistance. I'd like to invite you to join my new radio show, which is on libertyexpressradio.com, the Bubba Show, the Bubba Exchange. Also, I want to invite you to my weekly Average Joe Options call, where we do and give trades, and we've had an extremely nice run here. So for Tuesday, the Bubba Show, I'm Bubba. We'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday.